So that means the control of water is just not about the interest of Malaysian capitalists, but also international capitalists, because the value of blue gold, water is blue gold, black gold is petrol, oil, is far higher. The value of water is far higher than petrol. This is actually a very conservative estimate. This is actually a very conservative estimate. Very conservative estimate. But look at the amount of money. It is not millions, it is running into billions. So when the UMNO politician or the MCA politician or the MIC politician or the PPP politician sees this number, it is very clear. How do I transfer that 77 billion or $9.3 billion into their pocket? Now let me say something about Pulau Dam. Pulau Dam is a small place. It's not a, it doesn't look like a dam, it's a cloud in Pahang. Somebody came up with this brilliant idea that there is going to be a shortage of water in Selangor, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. Somebody came up with this brilliant idea. There's going to be a shortage. So as a responsible government, they said we have to bring water from Pulau Dam to Kuala Lumpur. So when we in the Water Coalition wrote to the government asking, where is the laporan, where is the report that says there is going to be a shortage in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor? No reply. We sent back another letter, no reply again. So clearly, as far as we are concerned, there is no study. But the government goes ahead and now is going to build a huge canal, a huge dam, I should say, from Pahang, cutting through all the flora and the bukit to bring water into KL. Then we raised another issue. I said, in a meeting organized by ASRI, where Dr. Julian Geng was present, I raised the issue of climate change. I said, given the climate change condition, given the change in the conditions of climate, what happens if the rain actually bypasses Pulau Dam and goes to Terengganu? Well, what are you going to do? He said, yeah, that's a very real thing. What if the rain stops coming to Pahang in say 2 years' time, because this project will take about another 5 years, stops coming to Pulau Dam area and goes to Terengganu, and worse still goes to Kelantan? What are you going to do with this dam? I don't know, water. Guess what the minister said? He said, you Charles Santiago, you always tell pasal. Yeah, this is the kind of response we get from a senior minister after 25 years. You cari pasal. When we ask them, where is the laporan? No response. And then when they are there, when we raise the issue, we cari pasal. This is unfortunately, the situation that we find ourselves in this country. Now let's come back to the privatization of Selangor, Putrajaya and Kuala Lumpur. The argument was that the state government was making losses. The state government was making losses, and the cost was inefficient, and that Kuasa's non-revenue water was at 42%, and the water was very dirty. Is the water clear now than before? The argument to privatize was the water was dirty. Is it cleaner now than before? Is it cleaner now than before? It's worse than before. It's worse than before. Okay. So the argument was that the Kuas was making losses, and they had to pay $1.2 billion to Punchat Niaga and a couple of other, and also to Abbas and Splash and so on and so forth. Now, Abbas and Splash and Punchat Niaga are people, let me explain something important here. In the water system, in the management of water, there are two aspects to it. One is to bring the raw water to the dams, and then to clean the part, and then from cleaning, you send it to the house. So there's a distribution part and there's a treatment part. The profitable part is actually the cleaning part. That's where the very profitable part is. And the distribution is where you have lots of problems, like non-revenue water. What is non-revenue water? Slippage. Slipping that's happening, slipping that's going on. And sometimes you have all these pipes that are broken, water is shooting up. These are non-revenue water. That is where it becomes very expensive, and you have to change your pipes. When you change your pipes, it's very expensive. So when the government was running it, how did they do it? They actually took the profits, the cross subsidy. They took the profits from the treatment part, and subsidized the distribution part. Right? Now, as a smart government, as a government that was voted for by the people, if you think of privatizing, which part do you privatize? Do you privatize the part that makes losses, or the part that makes profits? Huh? The losses, right? You privatize the part that makes losses, right? But what do you think the Selangor state government did? Very intelligent that you and I voted. No, I didn't vote, but you guys voted for some of you. Because my vote is in here. Some of us voted for. What do you think they voted? What do you think they did? They privatized the profitable part. How intelligent can you get? But how intelligent can we get by voting the same guys over and over again? So where is the problem? Is the problem there or the problem here? Yes, thank you very much. There's a lot of... Okay, so this is what we call unbundling. Unbundling means breaking up into two sectors, where the treatment part as well as the distribution part. I mean, anywhere in the place in the world, the treatment is the profitable part, and the most expensive, the most loss-making is actually the distribution part, because you have to buy pipes. They are very expensive, very expensive pipes. All right, let me quickly move forward. Okay. Now, the government said, oh, you guys, that's what Keng said, Dr. Sri Keng, Minister of Water, or the ex-Minister of Water. Technically now we should have a caretaker government, but in Malaysia we don't have those concepts. He said, these force workers are irresponsible. They're very irresponsible. And this is the same guy, Keng, who said, when he was the Minister of Primary Industries, he said, I don't know what the Indian workers are doing behind the laboratory. I hope some of you remember that, not too long ago. So this is a very foul-mouthed guy, foul-mouthed minister. So coming from him, we have to pray for him. Now,